In the dimly lit corridors of St. Agnes Hospital, whispers of the supernatural lingered among the staff, the eerie tales of inexplicable occurrences becoming the fabric of everyday conversation. Among these stories, one in particular seized my attention: the legend of the haunted morgue drawer that defied all rationality. It was Martha, the seasoned janitor of the hospital, who first brought the haunting account to my ears. She was a woman of few words, her eyes carrying the weight of years spent in the shadows of the hospital's underbelly. On a hushed evening, as she mopped the tiled floor with mechanical precision, she beckoned me to a secluded corner, her voice lowered to a mere whisper. "I've seen it, child," Martha began, her gnarled hands trembling ever so slightly. "The drawer in the morgue, drawer 13. It unlocks itself every night." Intrigued by her cryptic confession, I pressed her for details. Martha recounted how no matter how securely the morgue technicians locked drawer 13 before leaving for the night, it would always be found ajar in the morning, devoid of any contents save for ominous scratch marks etched into the metal interior. Curiosity drove me to investigate further, to unravel the mystery that shrouded drawer 13 and the grim secrets it held within. That very night, under the cover of darkness, I ventured into the dimly lit morgue, the sterile scent of disinfectant mingling with the cold, clammy air. As I gazed upon drawer 13, a shiver danced down my spine, the ominous presence of the phantom drawer palpable. Its metallic surface bore the telltale signs of struggle, deep gouges marring the once pristine metal. With a trembling hand, I pushed the drawer shut, the click of the lock resounding in the silence of the morgue. Days turned into weeks, my obsession with the enigma of drawer 13 consuming my every waking moment. The scratching sound of metal against metal haunted my dreams, a relentless reminder of the sinister forces at play within the hospital's walls. It was on a night much like any other that the true horror of drawer 13 revealed itself. A piercing scream pierced the stillness of the hospital, sending a chill down my spine as I raced towards the morgue, dread knotting in the pit of my stomach. As I entered the sterile room, a scene of chaos met my eyes. The morgue technicians stood frozen in terror, their mouths agape as they stared at drawer 13, its once sealed surface now gaping wide open. And there, bathed in the sickly glow of the overhead lights, lay a sight that would haunt me for the rest of my days. A figure, clad in the tattered remnants of a hospital gown, emerged from the yawning maw of drawer 13, its eyes vacant orbs devoid of life. The stench of death hung heavy in the air, mingling with the acrid tang of fear as the spectral entity fixed its gaze upon us. With a guttural moan, the entity lurched forward, its elongated limbs contorting in unnatural ways as it advanced towards us. Panic seized the room, the technicians scattering like frightened mice as I stood rooted to the spot, the weight of impending doom pressing down upon me. In a moment of clarity born of sheer desperation, I reached for the emergency signal, the shrill wail of the alarm slicing through the oppressive silence of the morgue. Nurses and doctors flooded into the room, their faces a mask of disbelief as they beheld the spectral apparition that now roamed the sterile confines of St. Agnes Hospital. And then, as swiftly as it had appeared, the entity dissipated into the ether, leaving behind a chilling silence in its wake. The hospital returned to its normal rhythm, but the memory of that fateful night lingered like a shadow, a grim reminder of the horrors that lurked within drawer 13. In the days that followed, the hospital staff spoke in hushed tones of the morgue's malevolent occupant, the legend of drawer 13 taking on a life of its own. Martha, the seasoned janitor, nodded knowingly, her eyes mirroring the weight of the secret she had carried for so long. As for me, the memory of drawer 13 and its spectral inhabitant would forever be etched into my mind, a reminder of the thin veil that separates the world of the living from the realm of the dead. And though the truth behind the haunted morgue drawer remained shrouded in mystery, one thing was certain: some secrets were never meant to be unearthed.